Hello, everyone. Craig Ross, CEO of Verisk Global. We had a terrific collaborative leaders huddle. Of course, the big question was, how do you lead others if you don't have authority over them? As a part of the registration process, you might recall that we had a survey that asked you to respond to this question. What is the most common method people use in your organization to influence others when they don't have authority over them? I regret, in fact, apologize that we didn't get an opportunity to share the results of that survey. That's the purpose of this quick recording. You can see on the slide in front of you that overwhelmingly participants chose the method that's related to tapping into motivations. We at Verisk Global were delighted to see this. This was outstanding news because, as you likely know, as collaborative leaders, tapping into motivations is an outstanding method to earn the right to influence others. You can see some of the other scores there. A little bit surprising from my perspective was the fact that 19% of participants acknowledged that using passive aggressive techniques was at play within organizations. You can see some of the other scores, and while it's always situational, if we find ourselves in a situation where someone's attempting to lead us, it's attempting to influence us so that we can act differently, do something differently, participate differently with their team, and it's not working for us, we strongly advocate that we be clear about what's important from our perspective and why. And then if possible, even ask a follow-up question. So for example, let's imagine that someone says, hey, if you do this, it's going to give you visibility to upper leadership. If that's not important to you, that's not one of your primary motives, then we advocate for saying, listen, the reason I'm going to do this is because of blank, because I believe in our enterprise objective. And the reason I believe that is because of why. Because I want us all as employees to be all in for our shared objectives. And then we might ask a question: how do we function more in this manner as partners as it relates to the work that we have to collaborate on? Of course, it's going to be situational again, but these techniques, while they're not desired sometimes, they do happen, and they're oftentimes driven by perhaps people who have good intentions, but perhaps are just a little bit uncomfortable in how to approach, how to lead others when they don't have authority. That's where we can step up as collaborative leaders and demonstrate a maturity, a moxie, and support them forward in shared partnership. I hope this is useful. Really want to thank you for your participation in the Collaborative Leadership Huddle. Remember, leadership matters, but only teams deliver.